All right, I thought I'd show this little project for the shop. It was part of my, I don't know, this would probably be part 5 or something like that, but simple project. Just, I had this compressor, and I have been using it with a hose, connected to it, just coming right out of this fitting right here. But I've made a spray booth here, and I've got my spray guns and so forth. I wanted filtration for obvious reasons, so I bought this filter unit from Eastwood. It's a complete filter system, I guess they call it. And the thing I like about it is that you can run a desiccant filter inside if you buy the kit that goes with it, and it converts this to a desiccant type of filter, which for me at this point in time is not necessary, because I am spraying water-based finishes for the time being. When I go to the nitrocellulose lacquer and polyester like I used to use and stuff, if I do some of that, then I'll use the desiccant filter, because you want absolutely no water getting through the system and into the finish, because it will absolutely destroy the finish. But obviously with a water-based product, it's not as critical, but I did a couple things to mitigate that potential. So what I did is this was the most cost-effective solution. Just bought a 10-foot, I guess you'd call it a whip portion of hose, this blue hose, attached this plywood to the wall, and ran it down the wall and turned the corner here. You can see back there. And then, so it is lower than the filter itself. So what happens is when there's condensation of the air, after the air cools down coming through, the condensation or water will go down into this trap right here, and I can of course drain that out, and then it continues. It has to climb, so it's less likely that you're going to get any water past that point right there, because it's lower. But even if there is, this filter will take care of that. And of course there's a drain on the bottom of here as well. And then finally it travels yet up again before it even comes out this hose reel, which is nice. This is a 50-foot hose reel, and for obvious reasons that makes things nice and tidy. So yeah, that's it. So it was a real simple project, but one that's very, very useful. Again, just having a little bit of experience in water and what that can do when it gets into your airline. From when I painted the truck, I had a setup similar to this. I actually had 2 drops, and I had a much longer leader hose into the filter. But in addition to that, what I will use are these little filters. These are throwaways. They're like $3 at Harbor Freight, whatever. And that is a filter that will go right at the end of the gun, or right at the, coming into the gun. So that's like the last measure before it actually comes through the spray nozzle of the gun. This one right here is a different type of filter in and of itself, but in any case, I've got a last measure right there at the gun where it comes in. So, between this drop right here and dealing with the water condensation, the fact that it has to climb and it's filtered once again and yet climb again, very little chance that I'll get any water in the system when I'm spray finishing. So, and then of course there's a little drain on the bottom of this thing. You can't see it there, but I need to plumb that so it's easier to get to, because water will actually sit at the bottom of that tank, which is not a good thing for rust and so forth. But I need to go ahead and plumb that so it's easier to drain that, kind of on a weekly basis or whatever. But yeah, so there it is. And that's I guess part 5 of the shop build. So I've already shown the other things and stuff. I'm still working on a cabinet for over here for the lathe. So I'll show you that next. All right, take care.